Hello, everybody. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. I got another stock for you today. This just in. So we did a story on a biopharmaceutical stock, and after I did the story, it was tough to sit through. Well, I got some more information to bring to the table, and we'll go from there. Let you make a decision. So if this is important to you or something you're interested in, you sit right there. Hey everybody, we love bringing these videos to you. And with that, listen, for everybody who's supporting the channel, thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you're not a supporter or a subscriber to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you comment on the content. Let us know if you like it, dislike it, or something else that you're interested in. Let us know that as well. And most of all, don't forget to hit the like button. All right, let's get super hot and heavy into it. The stock that I'm talking about is Tonix Pharmaceuticals. Now, this is a stock that when I originally did the story, it was all about its going after fibromyalgia. One of the only stocks that I've been able to find that have aggressively been going after fibromyalgia. So keeping that in mind, it is something that nobody knows where it comes from. There's going to be a link to the video that I did before that talks about a lot of statistics of how many people suffer from fibromyalgia, to include people that you probably didn't even know about. So check out that video before you finish watching this video. So I wanted to look at what was going on with the stock right now. What was the most pressing information? Well, yesterday, Tonix Pharmaceuticals missed earnings by 3 cents. Now, the thing is, what are the two biggest movers, or what's the main mover of a stock's price? Always is earnings. As long as a company is making money, it's more attractive to investors to buy. When a company misses earnings, it becomes less attractive. But I still have a bullish spin on Tonix because it's more than just that drug that they look at that they have in their pipeline. But yesterday's story, fresh off the press, they missed by 3 cents. They announced, though, positive phase 3 relief studies for that fibromyalgia drug. So guess what? They're getting closer and closer to going through phase 3 and then hopefully getting approved by the FDA, which could be humongous for the stock. But there's a big word there: if they go through and get approved by the FDA. All right, something else is going on. More information on that study. Tonix Pharmaceuticals achieved 50% enrollment in Rally, the second phase 3 study of the TNX 102SL for the management of fibromyalgia. There's no cure for it. But Tonix Pharmaceuticals is going after the management of the pain of it. And I think, again, with all of the people who do suffer from it, this is going to be a godsend for them, big time. And this company could be at the forefront. Now, something else that happened with this stock, I'm going to get into that later, that could have put this stock under the ground. But it didn't quite happen that way. Another story that I have is some of the drugs that they have in the pipeline. So the biggest thing that they've got right now is the fibromyalgia drug. Right now it's in phase 3 in this software or this web page that I'm at. In order for me to see more, I've got to subscribe to it. I don't care. I just need you to know that this is an upcoming catalyst, and this could catapult this stock to way high heights. Now, the thing about it is, again, it all depends on if everything that they're putting in, if it all works, then it gets approved by the FDA. But as you're going to see something here, they had a drug in the pipeline that did not work, and that was a drug that they had for post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And back in December, phase 3 enrollment was stopped due to futility. It didn't work. Now, this reminded me of a company like Merck. You guys remember they had a drug called Vioxx, and it was poopy. That's the technical term. It was poopy. A drug like that or a hit like that could have put Merck out of business, but it didn't because Merck had a lot of other drugs in the pipeline. This stock, not altogether a big conglomerate like Merck, this drug did not go through, and this company was still able to survive. Why? Because they've got other drugs in here. Drugs for migraines, for cocaine intoxication. I don't know what that's all about, but I got to do a little bit more research. For COVID-19 vaccine, guess what? This is looking like it's going to be another drug in the fray for a vaccine. They have things in the pipeline to keep them going forward, and innovation. It's all about innovation, 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 with the big thing being fibromyalgia. So keeping in mind, these are the different things from the first video that I'm bringing to the table for you to consider in regards to whether or not you want to own this stock. Now, for transparency, I do not own this stock. I keep seeing comments that say, yeah, you're pumping stocks. I ain't pumping jack. All right? I don't own the stock. I'm out here to tell you what's making the news and how to best take advantage of it. That's it. If this was a stock that I did own through transparency, I would tell you that was the case as well. All right. Now that we've got all of this background news, we know they're going after fibromyalgia. There is no cure for it. They're looking to be able to at least manage the pain that goes along with it. They're also in the pipeline for a COVID vaccine, and they've got other things in the pipeline. All right, let's go take a look at the stock now. As we open it up, here it is, Tonix Pharmaceutical in my list today, trading at $1.25. This is why people think that I'm pumping up stocks, because a lot of the stocks that we are looking at are lower dollar stocks. But you know something? Everything before it became a big stock had to start off as a lower stock. Hopefully, some of these stories that we're talking about will transition from low dollar stocks to high dollar stocks. And you know something? That's the main reason why you look at a lot of the videos that you see on YouTube. The stock is trading at $1.25. I'm looking at real-time data. We value it at 39 cents. The stock is grossly overvalued, but you will find that with a lot of pharmaceutical stocks. Why? Because they're looking at trying to put out a lot of different stocks, and what stops them is the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration. All right, so this is why having these drugs out there is going to be important, because hopefully something hits and it makes up for all of the lackluster drugs that were there. All right. Our indicators, relative value, the stock's long-term upside potential, it's not there. It's below the value of 1. Relative safety, below the value of 1, tells me that the stock is a little more risky. So fundamentally, the stock is not there. Well, I'm not looking at it from the fundamentals right now. I'm looking at it from the perspective of what the company can do and what they have ready to go and fire out to the world, as long as the FDA approves them. Right now, the stock's got a relative timing below 1. The stock is in a downtrend right now. And what did I say about pharmaceutical stocks? Well, it's tough for them to make money. Our earnings per share is negative because they put so much money behind research and development, and sometimes it doesn't pan out. So many pharmaceutical stocks will exhibit these characteristics of negative earnings and negative earnings growth. All right. Now, this is where the fun becomes in. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to view the stock graph. I've marked up this graph tremendously to help you out and how, if you own it, how to maintain it, and if you're not in it, how to know when to get in it and when to get out of it. Back on February 15th is when I did the first video, and after that, the stock's price fell. Well, let me open up some things here. So we gave the story on the 15th. What was a good opportunity to know when to get out? Well, in this trading graph that I'm looking at a 3 and an 8 exponential moving average. Look at that. 3 days later on 218, the 3 and the 8 crossed bearishly. All right, maybe you wanted to give the stock a little bit more room. Here's a level of support sitting at $1.41. How about it fell through on that point and was like, dang it. All right. That was 2 opportunities to get out of the stock. Let's say you still own the stock. You said, man, I think that fibromyalgia thing is going to be good. All right. It fell down to 2 more levels of support and stopped at this level of $1.01, which is my current line in the sand, also known as a LITS. Notice that with the exception of one day recently, the stock's price closed below, but then got right back above that ladder or that value of 101. Look at the bearishness. Look at the bearishness. What's that candlestick formation called? A hammer formation, which is a possible reversal. What did the stock's price do? Reversed. Bingo. Possible entry. When the 3 and the 8 cross, which happened on 3/11 of 2021. Now, if you wanted to be a little bit more aggressive coming off of that hammer, that could be a good opportunity to get in. If you're looking for more confirmation to get in, how about going 5 cents higher than the most recent level of resistance, which is at 141? Possible entry at 146. Unless you're a little bit more aggressive, you're already in right now on that 3-8 cross. Now, where's the profit target? Right now, based on the graph over the last 3 months, I've got a profit target of $2.12. Well, that's not a lot. You're right. It's not a lot. But if the FDA approves this stock, what do you think the stock's price is going to do? And I'm not going to use the terminology that's out there. All I'm going to say is that this could take you much higher than where it is right now. A couple of other things I want to take a look at. I'd like to see our relative timing get above the value of 1 to back up that the stock is in an uptrend after that hammer formation. And another technical information or technical indicator to look at, the stochastics, the stock is right at that value of 80. The stock is currently in a point of where it's looking to be overbought, where this level of resistance of 141 serves as a stronger entry point to get in as of right now. All right, so those are the things that I want you to look at or take a look at in regards to thinking about the stock. I like what they have in the pipeline. I like that they're actively going after fibromyalgia. Nobody else out there is doing it. I think that that's going to set it apart from everything else that's out there to give it some possibility. Looking at the technical analysis on the graph, I've now pinpointed some opportunities for you to learn how to get into it. And if you're in it right now, if you like the 3 and 8 exponential moving average as a way to get in, how about using it as a way to get out? All right. So I just added some more information for you. Nothing more, nothing less. Take it, do your own due diligence to make your own decisions. I personally like the stock, and again, I don't own it, but for the reasons, hopefully I've presented enough of a case to at least get you to think about it. So with that, folks, thank you for supporting the channel. If you have any comments, put them in the comment box. Let me know. All right. Until the next time, folks, see ya.